Okay, so I'm gonna do a live tonight that's a little different than what you're gonna be used to. I apologize in advance if my animals get loud. They do that when I'm on the phone or whatever. That's what happens when you have a house full of animals. Also, if anything in this video touches you, and you want to share it because it touched your heart or whatever, feel free to share. I'm going to put a couple of, I'm going to put a link in the comments here while I wait for some people to hop on here. We're going to talk about some things that I just think you guys should know. So I'm going to put this link on here while I wait for a few people to hop on if they, if they can. And like I said, if anything that I talk about during this live, touches you, then, feel free to share. Hi, Ernie. So I'm going to wait just another few seconds and see if anybody else hops on before I start talking a lot. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Trista. Okay, we got a few more people, so I'm going to go ahead. This live that I'm going to do is to tell you a little bit about my story, about what's happened to me, about why this company that I'm with now touches a place that's near and dear to my heart. If you saw the last live, the one live that I did where I was talking about why I'm with Younique, you caught a little bit about me saying that this was, because it's a subject that's near and dear to my heart. The reason why Younique, what they represent is near and dear to my heart is because I've been there. I'm one of the women that they are trying to help. I have been in a bad place. And I wish that there would have been this foundation that I put in the comments when I was there. It would have been a wonderful asset to have known about had, it been around back when, what happened to me happened to me. Back when I was in college, I was sexually harassed and stalked by the entire baseball team. All but like 4 members of the baseball team. One of them even tried to run me down in his car on the sidewalk. They called and left obscene voicemails. They would shout obscenities across the commons at me. They made the comments that they were making were about the things that they would like to do to me or wanted me to do to them. That same year, I was also raped by the guy I was dating. And so then the next year, I spent most of that year in the guidance counselor's office trying to come to terms with what I had realized, with what I realized had happened. Couldn't wrap my mind around the fact that, it was rape. I had been raped by the guy I was dating. I said no, and he took it anyway. I had consented prior to, so, didn't put 2 and 2 together in my mind that, it was rape, until we had a presenter come to the college and was doing a presentation, and he was talking. And the next thing I know, I was on my knees on the floor, crying my eyes out because I was like, oh, that's what happened to me. That's where I am. This is real. This is what I know. And then fast forward, I have also, I've never been physically abused. I've never had a guy who's actually hit me. However, I have been emotionally and mentally abused in the past. Um, if I would have known about this foundation and had a place to go to where I didn't feel like it was my fault, I wouldn't have had such a low self-esteem, wouldn't have wound up in some of the relationships that I was in, because I just thought I wasn't good enough. I believed that I was worthless, that I could do nothing right. I was at that place. I spent quite a few years believing the very worst of myself. I I had a guy that I was dating, who decided that nothing I did was right, and if I didn't do it right, he made me redo whatever it was that he thought I did incorrectly. And so by the time I got to my first marriage, and he actually treated me a little bit nice, so I thought, oh, hey, maybe things are turning around for me. Maybe there is still, nice people out there who aren't going to treat me, with disrespect, who actually, want to help me. That wasn't the case. Didn't find that out for several years. I was married for 12 years, and during that time, things gradually got worse and worse. Not running anybody down. It's just because I let myself be walked all over my whole life, because of the sexual, harassment, and because of the sexual abuse that I had, went through with the guy that I had been dating that raped me, and then the emotional and mental abuse that I went through. I just didn't have it in me to, make a stand for myself and to try to overcome, the heartache that, I was dealing with. I just figured that, hey, this is as good as it's gonna get. And so, I just accepted it for what it was. Now I know that, there was better out there, and I didn't have to put up, I don't have to put up with it. I didn't have to, be the scapegoat. And if, like I said, this foundation, the Unique Foundation, that's what they do. They help women who, are down because of abuse. They help them take care of bills. They have a place called the Haven Retreat where they can escape themselves even. They can go there, and they help them to where they don't feel guilty, where they don't feel like it's their fault. And like, this is the way it is. And so this company is a company that I'm super proud to be affiliated with, because I've been there. I know what these women are going through, and it's not fun. If I would have had the support system that I have now back then, I would have been, a lot better off. I had a few people who, tried to help me, who tried to support me, but it's something I've always been the strong one my whole life. I've been the strong one. My family comes to me for comfort and for guidance, and I never had anyone who could comfort me until now. My husband, he's actually very amazing. I told him he's the comforter to the comforter, and that's a big deal, and he's not allowed to go anywhere. He's the only person ever been able to offer me true comfort. Everybody else has tried, but then they wound up, you know, sad or upset about whatever it was that they were trying to help me with, and then I would in turn go back to the comforter role and take care of them. So this foundation, that's what they do. They're there to comfort. They're there to be strong for, you know, help these women learn how to be strong again. And let them know that they can, you know, they don't have to always be, you know, strong and hold it in. They can be, you know, let it out and let it be known what happened to them and still be strong. I'm learning that now, thanks to the support system that I have. And so, you know, this company, Younique, they offer that to other women, because otherwise, you know, a lot of women don't have that support system that I have now. They still feel like they have to be strong, and they don't give themselves the opportunity to heal, because they just keep on keeping on, and through the hurt and, you know, through the heartache. And with this foundation, it helps them not have to keep on keeping on by themselves. It gives them a support system that they might otherwise not have. So, you know, like I said, if you find any value in this video, please feel free to share. Share it loud, share it proud. Let people know that there is this foundation out there. I wish I would have known about it when I was going through what I was going through. So if you know of, you know, anyone who could benefit from this, please make sure you share the link for the Younique Foundation. Make sure you share the name Haven Retreat, and let these women know that there's a place that they can go to get the help that they need to be able to succeed in life and not be all wrapped up inside their heads thinking that it's their fault, and that, you know, maybe if I wouldn't have done, you know, no one deserves to go through life with those thoughts in their heads. So if anything that I've told you tonight, you know, touches a place in your heart, please feel free to share this video and let people know. And I thank you all for watching, and God bless you all, and I love you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.